Strange Facts You May Not Know Part 31. It's possible that giant sea monsters are real. In 2017, a gas research submarine on a voyage at a depth of 830 meters below the sea floor accidentally uncovered a huge skeleton up to 30 meters long. The bones do not match any existing marine organism on Earth, which is terrifying. Many people think it's whale bones, however. A whale's spine has up to 3 projecting bones, but this species only has 2. The submarine attempted to gather the bones for study purposes, but it appears that they had rotted for too long and had become too brittle, crumbling when lightly touched. It may be a long-extinct ancient species or a marine monster yet to be discovered. This demonstrates that we know much too little about the ocean around the world. Strange Facts You May Not Know Part 32. Nemo Point is our planet's most remote location from the continent. It is around 2690 kilometers away from the nearest island. The odd thing is that the main ocean currents do not pass through this location, thus there are no nutrients to nourish marine life. As a result, save for a few microbes and bacteria that can live here, there are essentially no marine species here. This is also the location where the mystery sound, bloop, was recorded. The individual who found this site did not examine it, but rather utilized a computer simulation program to find it. Surprisingly, astronauts on the International Space Station are closer to Nemo Point than anybody else on Earth. Nemo Point is also known as the cemetery of spacecraft, since nations abandon spacecraft and satellites here when they end their missions owing to the absence of life at this site. Strange Facts You May Not Know Part 33. There is a strange life form that is similar to extraterrestrial life forms that exist on Earth. The diatom is an organism with a glass body. You can see through its skin since it is made of glass. Diatoms absorb light and emit oxygen. They create 20% to 30% of total oxygen on Earth, which is greater than the Amazon, the world's biggest forest. They are found in vast numbers practically everywhere, from streams to ponds to seas. Droughts can confine diatoms underground, yet they can live in that environment for up to 150 years. This species provides proof that if there are alien organisms, they may exist in a variety of forms of life. There is no need to mimic the behavior of Earth species. It might be made of metal, glass, or silicon. Strange Facts You May Not Know Part 34. This is why you should never approach a dead whale's body. When a whale dies, its organs break down, releasing a substantial amount of methane gas into its body. Unfortunately, the whale's thick skin prevents this gas from escaping, resulting in a ticking time bomb inside the whale's body. The explosion may reach speeds of up to 72 km/h and launch a combination of whale parts more than 50 meters distant. The force of the explosion is unnerving. If you get too close to it, you might get major injuries or perhaps die. You should also avoid riding a whale since it may launch you into the air like a rocket. In Taiwan, a whale carcass detonated while being transported by road. Immediately, whale debris coated surrounding homes, automobiles, and people. A group of individuals exploded a whale carcass in another case in 1970. As a result, everyone in the area was struck by a shower of whale solution combination. The explosion also completely destroyed a nearby automobile. Strange Facts You May Not Know Part 35. Professor Haim Eshed, Israel's space security director, claims that humans have successfully communicated with extraterrestrials for many years. He said that President Donald Trump was well aware of the presence of aliens. In actuality, the Galactic Federation is a union of many different forms of alien life, and this union exclusively contacts the U.S. government while requiring the U.S. not to reveal it to the rest of the globe. He stated that extraterrestrials still do not want to emerge in front of the entire human population because it will bring chaos to the planet since we are not prepared for it. As a result, they are hoping that humans will build more evolved civilizations in the future. Surprisingly, President Trump launched the U.S. Space Force during his presidency. Do you believe this is just a coincidence? Strange Facts You May Not Know Part 36. There's a chance that we've picked up signals from alien life. Unintentionally, a team of astronomers from Canada stumbled onto a peculiar cosmic signal. These signals, which come from outside our galaxy and go by the name fast radio burst, are captured by observatories. It is caused by several high-energy astrophysical phenomena and lasts for around 1/1,000,000th of a second. The unusual thing is that this signal repeats itself precisely every 16.35 days, which astounds astronomers who are unaware of its purposeful repeating. But astronomers have not been able to identify the true originator of this enigmatic signal, which originates from a galaxy 500,000 light-years from Earth. There is a theory that humans may have unintentionally recorded the radio waves of a highly developed interstellar civilization. Strange Facts You May Not Know, Part 37. Humans from the prehistoric era were dreadful creatures. Given their ability to run continuously for up to 32 kilometers, humans have the highest level of endurance of any animal species on Earth. Because our forefathers used a peculiar hunting method in the past, we were able to inherit this skill. Perseverance hunting is what it is known as. While relentlessly pursuing prey for long periods of time, prehistoric humans mixed running and walking, exhausting the creature until it died. If you were an animal strolling through a meadow and an odd creature suddenly materialized, walking on two legs while brandishing a spear, you would undoubtedly flee the area as quickly as possible. It would then begin pursuing you from behind if you fell victim to the trap. It continued to appear every time the prey stopped to rest after becoming worn out, which caused the prey to get afraid and keep running. It would be slaughtered beneath its helplessness, till the prey had no more energy to fight off and lost the ability to resist. Strange Facts You May Not Know, Part 38. People used to think that giants existed in the 1930s, because several ancient animal teeth that looked exactly like human teeth were discovered at that period. But on the plus side, it is considerably bigger than human teeth. Later on, it was discovered that this creature was a completely new species thanks to the discovery of its petrified lower jaw. The giant human ape is there. It is known as Gigantopithecus scientifically. This beast weighed more than 500 kilograms and stood over 3 meters tall. They existed between approximately 9 million and 100,000 years ago. So over 100,000 years ago, our ancestors coexisted with this enormous human ape. The majority of their fossils were discovered in caves in Vietnam, China, and India. According to scientists, a long-term drop in temperature that had an impact on the big human ape's habitat and food sources was what led to their extinction. Strange Facts You May Not Know, Part 39. There are always incredibly crazy things in the universe. In our galaxy, ocean-covered planets are incredibly prevalent. According to astronomers, the Milky Way alone has roughly 9 billion planets with habitats similar to Earth's. NASA is also carrying out a mission to investigate the moon of Neptune in the aim of at last discovering life here, as part of its search for extraterrestrial life. The fact that we cannot see black holes with the naked eye makes the discovery by astronomers that there are many black holes wandering aimlessly around the cosmos much more unsettling. So, it's not unthinkable that some unknown black matter could unexpectedly travel by in the future and engulf the Earth without our knowledge. Strange Facts You May Not Know, Part 40. These are wild kids with traits of both humans and animals. They are youngsters who must live outside of human society. They might have unintentionally walked into the forest as children or been purposefully abandoned by their relatives in isolated locations, and as a result they were unable to meet anyone for the remainder of their lives. These unfortunate kids are frequently reared by wild animals like wolves, monkeys, and even ostriches. These wild kids are typically found when they are naked, mute, and scarred from battling other animals for survival. They don't want to take a bath and won't let anyone touch their bodies. They exhibit aggressive behaviors such as growling and yelling while under stress. They exhibit incredibly strange behavior like going on all fours and hunting and collecting to consume live animals because they were raised in a wild setting. These youngsters in particular can hear and comprehend some other animal species, but they have no concept of what language is. As a result of their inability to learn any other language and the significant physical changes they have undergone, society has made numerous attempts to re-educate these kids but has always failed.